we're out here at the pier. We're about to burn. We're about to burn some shit, throw some shit in the water, getting rid of whatever I had left of the past and my old life. We're done. She's done. We're getting rid of it. We're feeling our feelings. We're feeling the anger, the injustice. I'm just fucking angry, bro. I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking angry and I'm sick and tired of pretending like I need to be positive all the time, like I need to fix it all the time, like I need to move past it and be beyond it all the time. Like, no, life is unfair. Life is unfair. And to acknowledge that, like, it's a cruel fucking world. It's an unfair, cruel world. And it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And yeah, we can create it all day and choose that each day. And I will, going forward, create the life that I deserve. And I will continue to chase that dream. But it's okay to acknowledge the fact that it is unfair, that it is stacked up in a shitty way, that the bubble that a lot of us come from is a lie. And I mean, you're not set up to fit in anyways. Like the bubble I came from, it was always like if I just try harder, if I prove more, if I was a different kind of person. No. No matter how many church groups or people you're around, no, none of that. That's just the way life is. That's just the way life is. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the people that are in charge and control and people telling you how to behave and who to be. And if you don't have anyone standing up for you or sticking up for you or advocating for you, then you're shit out of luck. If you don't know how to speak up and advocate for yourself, then you get slipped through the cracks and stuck all over. And that's the reality of it. I've been through hell on this journey. I've seen the darkest crevices of like what happens to people. I've heard like old people with special needs, like crying in hospital rooms, begging for help while nurses just scroll on their phones and talk about their own domestic abuse. I've been around women who talk about the men that they're with leaving and they needed to get staples in their head and surgeries. Like, people cry and out for help and no one's there to help them. And the people that we're taught are there for us, the police officers, the nurses, the doctors, the teachers, the priests, all these people, they're just people too. And a lot of them are just like anybody else. It literally, all you have to trust is yourself and people that you genuinely can tell like love you and are kind to you and appreciate and respect you for who you are. It does not matter what anybody else has to say. Like, none of that. And you can try and hide, you can try and fit in or cluster with people so that it's easier, but it's like, is that really what you want? Is that really what makes you happy? Or is that just something you're doing to get by in society or fit in? Like, you have one life on this earth, and most of us are born into these bubbles and taught who to be and what to want and what to do. Never to think for ourselves or speak up for ourselves or, trust ourselves. Like, we're just taught these are the people that you're friends with, these are the people that you trust, these are the people that you are around, and this is how you speak to them, and this is how you interact on holidays. Like, you know? So is it all just something that you're taught and you go with? Or do you take the chance to figure it out on your own? And that's what I did, right? Was take the chance to leave that behind, to love and respect myself enough to seek out on this adventure and find the life I want, to create the life I want, to meet the people I want to be around. And it's been a harder journey than I ever thought it would be. It showed me how cold the world is, how cruel it is. Again, it makes me appreciate the kindness that you see in people each day all the more. And like, people Like, it just shows you that the people's reaction to you and how they interact with you and view you has nothing to do with you. It's all about them. Like, I've had grown men elbow shoulder me in public, attack me today. Like, today a man screamed and freaked out on me in the grocery store, and like grown men behave this way towards a young, and then it's like the homeless people and hustlers and stuff out in the streets. They'll, like, all these different types of people, men will go to a young woman by themselves. They won't do it to other men. They won't do it to other families or anything like that. They'll do it to a woman by herself because they know that she's vulnerable and they can get away with it and they can do it because they don't think she'll speak up for herself or have anyone to defend her. And that's kind of how it is in society too. I was overwhelmed with the pressure and I went to the ER for help because I didn't know, like, it got to a point where I was just so isolated and I didn't know what to do, and I was like, well, like, I just need somewhere to breathe, to think, to rest, to talk to. They did a psych eval on me and sent me and said, well, if you don't want to go to a treatment center or get on medication, there's nothing we can do for you, and sent me out and literally told me good luck and sent me out at 4 a.m. in the middle of a thunderstorm. And that was the place where I heard the old people and the special needs crying, and it was like the doctors didn't have anything besides the papers and numbers to hand you, and the nurse was just talking about her own abuse and codependency with her children and her own overwhelm. Like, you went in there to be heard and to be rested. No, you didn't get that. And that's the thing with a lot of these places, right? So then I went to into a shelter here, and it was again just a bunch of older women that were sick, needing help, and were codependent on one another, and an overwhelmed staff. And it was supposed to be a women's only place, and they had men there too. It was like supposed to be for women and teens and like a safe place. That's what all these places think, but they're so overwhelmed and overworked. It's like they had dudes there too, and it was just really, and that's just kind of how all of these things have been going. Like any place that says they're there to help in this society. And so it's like, okay, so, and it's like, you can't depend on other people. But that was me trying to receive help because I realizing, I needed to speak up for myself and fight for myself, and I deserve help. I deserve to be listened to. Like I matter. My life matters. Like, and so that was me trying to seek those things out, and those were the experiences I found. So it's just seeing like the darkest parts, the hardest parts of society, that when it comes down to it, when you're an old person going into a hospital room, if you don't have a family there that truly loves you, if your kids don't truly love you, if your family doesn't truly love you, if the people you're with aren't really there for you, you know, and then people with the middle-aged people with their aggression towards anyone younger than them, assuming that people have to cater to them and listen to them and that they can tell anybody what to do, or that they just put off their aggression on them, that they take advantage of the people who seem to be, oh, like, I can get away with it because they're alone, I can get away with it because they're younger, or people assuming just because you look a certain way, like that you don't really need help, that you're not really in a bad situation, that you'll be fine, that you're not worth being taken seriously. So all of this has to go with, like, I got away from where I was, and the abuse and neglect and gaslighting and constant fighting for to be heard and to have peace, to experience all this in the world, and then continuing to try and put that out on with all these people, all these friends and followers and stuff online. Like, I've been pouring my heart out, whether it's been, me streaming for fun or posting a fun video when I'm in a good mood, or like doing something to make me happy, or it's me pouring out my real feelings, like raw feelings, are moments where I'm just like I need someone to talk to. All of this, none of these people have said anything. They'll view your stuff, they'll click on your stuff, they'll scroll around, but they never say anything. Why do y'all even have people on? Like, what is this? Social media is supposed to be a social, like an interaction thing. Like, is that where we're at in society, where we just have these apps to sit there and view other people and check out, like, you're literally checking out of your own reality to view on others and consume others, have no interaction with them, and then check back into your own reality. And then think about those things that are happening in society with all of those different types of, like, just out of society, everything is just degrading. Meanwhile, I stand on this beach with nothing but trash around me. And anything that is good and pure or happy, y'all try to either make fun of, rather than protect and uphold. And, realizing that all the anger I have, I've tried to shove down this anger for so long, but it's like the anger that I have because of all of the love, the years of my life, of time, energy, and love, and endless being open to and available to people that were narcissists and abusers, emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, and otherwise abusive. And they will never, probably never, they'll never even understand or comprehend the extent of what they've done. But it's like that is years, that is my time, that is my love, emotion, and stuff I'll never get back. And all of this healing, all of it has been for, all the forgiving, all the praying, all of it. I've just wanted to move forward. I've just been going after a new life. And that's why all of these things have stuck even worse, right? And felt even harder, because it's like she has just been trying to move forward, to move on, and to create a new life, to have a community, to have to chase her dreams, to have a new start, to have a new place to be me. So it's been delving into those layers of healing, of letting go, of owning my emotions, of owning my feelings, of putting myself out there, of trying new things, of pushing myself to not be afraid of what people have to say, or even if they say something, like, so what? Because it's like, you literally, you don't know how long you have here, you don't know what's going on, and all that did happen in the past, that doesn't even matter, because you can't let that take away the rest of the time that you have. Like, I deserve, without all of that, regardless of all of that, I deserve to have the rest of my life for me. I deserve to have happy times. I deserve to have reciprocal relationships and connection and love and community and enjoyment, and to be present in my life and enjoy it, and to feel pleasure and joy and happiness and love. The pursuit of happiness has been a real thing. The, the struggle to be present and not just disconnect from myself and avoid my feelings, like the pursuit of trying to be present and to be real and to live and feel what I'm really feeling. To not just give up and not just settle, so that I can be like, okay, look, fine, everything's good. Like, like not just settle for a meek shell of a human being in life just to get by, just to have people be nice to me, just to, just to have something comfortable, just to have a roof over my head, right? Like, I've left behind all these different types of that, what could have been safe, what could have been, because I believe in myself and I want more for myself. I've been chasing my dreams because I don't want to give up on them, because I have one life. And if I gave up on them, then it would have always been, well, maybe, well, what could have been? Oh, you'll never know. So it's like, through all of these highs and lows, I don't want to give up until I get to where I say I'm going. So I fight through the loneliness. I fight through the scariness. I fight through, you know, like I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, because it's like, it's upsetting, and it's upholding boundaries, upholding respect for yourself. Like, I lost years and decades of my life out of not knowing how to love myself right, not knowing how to have boundaries or what they were, or how to honor myself or have respect for myself. Like, I let people walk all over me and use me and manipulate me and gaslight me and tell me that I was to blame, that I needed to be ashamed, that and it was lies. And I will never get that time back. Fuck you, dude. Blocked. Not letting anybody in my space or around me that does not deserve to be there, because it's about my energy, my time, my life, my reality, my being. Being able to speak up for myself and own that, to choose that. And with that being said, continuing to own living out loud, to not being afraid of, oh, I can't do this, there are people like, oh my god, what will they think, or, well, oh my god, what if they see me do this, or I'm being too quiet. Every time that I do something like in public or online, like when I look back and see it, I realize, like, oh, I should have gone, like, you feel like, oh, like, that's what I'm saying, is like, you think, oh my god, it's so, like, such a big deal, or that was so crazy, or like whatever, and then I look back and it's like, that was barely anything. Like, you should have gone like 10, 20 times harder. Like, that's how we're scared to live. We're scared to have emotion, to emote, to be out loud, to actually live, to feel. Like, we're all just running around on autopilot and trying to be cool or numb, or like we are living, feeling human beings with one chance, one opportunity, one life on this earth. I don't want to live it according to other working around other people's energies or opinions. And with that being said, we're burning this shit. You know what? We are usually, these are rituals that I do in private, but we're gonna do them together. Who's afraid of little old me? You should be. Yeah, I'm the wicked haunted witch coming down the street, bitch. The wicked haunted witch coming down the street, and we are cleansing all of that old negativity. We are cleansing all of that old negativity, that old fear, that old hate, the old smallness, the old not being heard, the old, all of it, all of that weight, all of that, all of that weight, that negativity, that guilt, that shame, all of that, just clearing it away because we deserve more. I deserve more, and I'm going to keep chasing it. You don't need to carry anybody else's emotions or burdens. That is not for you to do. No matter who they are, your family, your mother, your cousin, your sister, none of it. Nobody's. Okay. So this was the house key to my mother's apartment. My abusive mother that kept me small and afraid for all my life, traumatizing me and terrorizing me, screaming at me, overwhelming me, threatening me. Guilt, shame, things from childhood onward that you should never do to a child. And I'm taking this house key of hers that I was holding on to, and I'm throwing it away because I am never going back, and I am leaving every bit of her behind. Okay, now we're gonna burn the fucking psych evaluation from the hospital, okay? Because fuck those useless pieces of shit. I forgot that it gets windy. And fuck anybody that said they wanted to call you crazy. Literally, this society wants to hurt you, make you feel bad, abuse you, and then call you crazy. Or not help you unless you act crazy. It doesn't make any sense. The people that act crazy, they let do that as long as they have money and people around them. That's the kind of crazy that is acceptable, right? But people that are actually innocent, vulnerable, need help, they leave them out to rot. So here's your fucking crazy. Okay? I denounce you. I denounce every person that ever called me names. I denounce every person that ever made me feel crazy. And with that, I'm burning and letting go the church, all those prayers that I prayed, all being called a sinner, made to feel a sinner for my feelings and who I was. Okay, they kind of flew out. But they burned, bitch. Burn. We wanted ours to go in the water, though, not to be with the trash up on the beach. Yeah. All of the control telling me how to forgive and endlessly martyr myself and be a certain way and to act a certain way, be love people a certain way, to be responsible for oh, you have to dress out of respect for your fellow brethren, as if it's a young girl's responsibility to dress certain ways for teenage boys' eyes and hormones. Fuck you. That you need to be meek and soft and submissive to be a good wife and to be a real woman. And you need to control your urges and your sexuality and not have confidence in yourself, okay? Because you need to be submissive and secondhand to a man, to a boy, to a young boy that they treat like men that are not men. They are little boys with mommy issues that take that out and take out their own insecurities and family issues onto young girls, and y'all make that shame go on the young women. So I burn all that church. I burn all that control, all that shame. Fuck you. There are not certain types of good women and bad women, good girls and bad girls, okay? There are human beings. There are women, there are young women, there are girls, there are humans. There are spirits on this earth that are living very real experiences and going through shit that some of y'all could never even fathom or imagine, because you will never have to. So I say goodbye to all of that heaviness. I say goodbye to all that was. I say goodbye to that darkness, to that control, to that abuse. And I reclaim unconditional self-love. I see the flame over there going. That is our sacred flame. I reclaim unconditional self-love. I reclaim honor. I reclaim respect. I reclaim dignity. I reclaim life. I reclaim joy. I reclaim autonomy. I reclaim my spirit. I reclaim my heart. I reclaim my body. I reclaim my mind. I reclaim my strength. I reclaim my power. And I reclaim my ability to speak my truth, to live my life, and to live it unafraid, but courageously and boldly in the way that I choose to live it, without having to shrink or dim myself or jump out of the way for someone else's opinions, expectations, or thoughts. I am deserving. And any negative, hateful, evil energy return to sender and nullify and void in the name of God. We are surrounded by love and light, and we are filled with love and light, and we are blessed and highly favored. the old energies fall off. And we beat our chests. We are here. We are here. We are here. And we reclaim. Yeah. Maybe she won't. But fuck, then again, maybe she will. Yeah. Take off and go anywhere. You know the deal. And if she bad, maybe she won't. But shit, then again, maybe she will. Yeah. Yeah. See all those lights? We let the light in. And we will shine bright. She will. Bitch. Goodbye. Love you. See you on the other side.